welcome back to this. I don't even know if this would be a welcome back. This is like episode 1 of a whole new world. We don't have Mortal Kombat 1 yet because it doesn't exist. We are going into Mortal Kombat 1, so we figured, what the hell, let's get the podcast going and cracking before the new game. There's a lot to discuss. Joining me today are old buddies, Cabalsack and Ponies.
Hello.
Say hi, jackasses.
What's up?
What's up, everyone?
Yo, okay, all right. Let's just get it out of the way. All right, because I got videos up already of my shit, but like, Mortal Kombat 1, the trailer is out, the gameplay footage is out, initial impressions, let's do it, Cabalsack.
Alright, my first impression was, wow, this game looks like MK11, but it's amazing. For starters, the first thing that really popped into my mind when I was watching that trailer is Kenshi and how just amazing he looks.
Yes!
He looks like... Yeah.
They went full Keanu. They went full Keanu. They just said, fuck it, we don't have the rights, but we could make him. We could make him.
Yeah, something I noticed in the trailer is, I think he's gonna be a puppet character.
That's
like,
what I'm hearing.
Like, not in some Guilty Gear.
Right?
Yeah,
oh, dude.
Cool.
Nah, fuck that shit from Guilty Gear. He's like, what's his name from Naruto, right? Kankuro. He's Kankuro.
You talking about which one? The new Naruto? The
What do you mean new Naruto? Kankuro was the puppet master. Literally, there was only him named... Man, these kids these days. Y'all don't know your Naruto lore, and you trying to play a game with ninjas. Literally, Ninja gonna be on the cover of this game, and you're not even on jump with your Naruto.
I'm talking about his master, the legend with the red hair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Sasori, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. I feel you though. Kenshi coming back as a puppet is gonna be tight. I'm all for that.
Yeah, something else I noticed in the trailer, especially for Kenshi, is the range he has. He looks like he's just gonna be the spawn of this game.
He looks like he looks like he's gonna be the noob, man. He looks like he plays, and from what we've seen, it looks like he tries to convert from where noob fishes for back ones.
Man has 2 assists basically.
I mean, and again, we don't know his command list, right? We don't know anything about what he's gonna have, but from what they displayed, he was getting conversions about the range, like range 3-ish, like a little bit further out, not fully zoning range, but like noob Saibot range, basically, which is traditionally Kenshi range.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a lot of range, bro.
The string I'm specifically referring to is the one where he kinetically spins his sword around from like mid-screen around spawn stance redistance. That's the one I mean. Yeah, right? You get that?
Yeah, okay. You're looking at like just kind of using that to touch people in the face for a hit confirm. But I think that was like a single hit dude. I don't think that was like a string.
No, but he had like a full string with that, and then that converts into like Sonya's leg grab launcher.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm a little late. What are we talking about?
Oh shit, ATL's joining us. ATL, what's up, bitch ass?
What's good?
ATL Crosby
my bad,
in the
I'm
house.
a bit late.
We talking about.
I had to whoop bro ass real quick. He was talking shit.
Well, we was
talking. I gotta take care of my kids.
Right? Well, no, we was talking about initial impressions of the trailer. Cabalsack was talking about how excited he was for Kenshi. Tardy ass motherfucker.
Look, I see someone with range and someone who I can spend around 26 hours a day in the lab with. I get excited.
I just like mid-screen combos coming back. I like that was Kenshi's thing, right? He could fucking combo you from like mid-screen to full screen. If you got in, then you could get around his hitboxes, but like, I don't know, man. Like, he kind of plays the screen the way Ginitz from King of the Fighters does. Like, he kind of picks a spot and says, I'm going to put a thing here, and if you're standing there, fuck you. And, like, not a lot of that you see in fighting games. So I like that Kenshi goes hard on that archetype. Hello?
Continue caballing.
Now, shit. My opinion, my first opinion is on the game now. Like I said, I'm not as it just visually it was just a downgrade from 11, which is kind of ass to me, honestly.
What?
I
You
think
thought it was a
it's more
downgrade?
Just the graphics, like those faces are
I
terrible.
kind of think
Those
it's the
faces are
same.
terrible.
I apologize.
Some of the graphics
Actually, I
in
don't
that was
apologize.
bad.
What?
Like, I
Y'all
think
wasn't
that
feeling
game-
it? Did you watch the 4K trailer yet?
Yes, I
I
watched
just
it.
mean like
I tried to watch it on so many different
overall,
devices.
too.
Because I was called a broke dude because I was watching it on my iPhone. So I'm like, okay, let me try to watch it on my 8K TV. It still looked the same. Okay, let me try to watch it on my monitor that cost about $800. Still the same. So,
I'm kind
yeah,
of on
I'm
the
just
same boat.
not really
I
impressed
think
with
that
the way
this
it looked
game-
graphically. And as far as that gameplay trailer, I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay trailer that looked kind of ass too. But I just watched the YouTube video of somebody actually playing it at
Not on
the
that side. The gameplay
convention,
was
whatever the
cool to
fuck it's
me for
called, and
sure.
it don't look too bad. But
ATL.
it don't look too
Hating!
bad. It don't.
ATL, I like that you here because, like, otherwise, we would just be sitting here talking about how dope it is. We gotta have some corny motherfucker in here
No,
hating shit
that's
to
what I
keep
be
it
on
interesting.
Twitter, like ATL. Yeah, man, I was like on the thing where I didn't like the graphics at all. I looked it kind of lame to me, and like telegraph moves, it looked like they paused in between
And
them hitting.
I keep making
and
this
and
point
I was like,
also.
ah.
I keep making this point also. This is gonna sound so stupid, but
Yeah, it does.
just bear with me. But I don't like how colorful the game is. Now, as far as
Mhm.
Damn!
characters,
ATL does not like color. He
I
is
understand
not.
the
Literally
characters,
saying
man.
everything I was about to say.
ATL is technically against color. He would be like an
No.
anti-color people.
Now I understand the characters being colorful, but when it comes to those maps look like something that would be in like Tekken or Street Fighter. I don't
No,
know.
the
It
maps was
just did.
cool to me, but when Lau came
They
out
just-
glowing in blue
What?
and stuff, I was like, bro, what we need all that glowing blue when he spin his arm? I was like, we
It's
don't need
I don't
that.
know. Those maps don't look like Mortal Kombat maps to me. The maps look nice. I'm not saying they don't. They're probably the best maps ever, in any fighting game ever. But those look like
Yeah,
some
they look
Dead
good
or
as
Alive
hell.
type maps or something. Those don't look like they.
I'm
If
sorry.
I just show you the map,
Show me the
better
map.
than Mortal
Show me,
Kombat map.
motherfucker, show me the map.
Right.
Because first of all, you ain't rapped long enough. All right, like this game looks dope. Like looking at the fluidity of the animations, like they
I
are
like
so clean. Watching
most
like,
of it.
dog, I went frame by frame watching Kung Lao do a fucking up kick off a goddamn table, and that shit was so cleanly animated. That shit looked like some
move,
Bayonetta levels of fucking crispness. I was like, yo, dude,
move like
they
got
went
the tightest
platinum.
clothes. They move like they got the tightest clothes they can ever wear. They're stiff.
Because
as
they
hell.
do,
What you
dog.
mean
Them
the way
bitches is tight.
they are so stiff.
That doesn't look stiff to me,
well,
man. It doesn't
I've
look
seen that
stiff to me.
life before.
Street Fighter, listen, Street Fighter 6 looks
I
stiff
don't
to
know.
me. But everybody
it goes
loves
both
that
sides,
game,
though,
so
'cause
whatever.
I've seen a lot of people call it stiff. I've seen a lot of people call it beautiful. So it's like one of those things where like you're gonna get that.
Well,
But to me, I am one of those
Man,
stiff
Listen,
and
Johnny
colorful
Cage
people.
did like some little rapid punch combo. Johnny Cage did some like rapid punch combo. That shit was stiff as hell, dude. He barely fucking moved. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing, dude?
I
no,
think
man.
that's good.
Here's the
I think
deal.
that
Okay,
was-
let me squash this right now because people always complain about Mortal Kombat looking stiff and NetherRealm games looking stiff, and that's a stylistic decision. I'm kind of like annoyed that people aren't fucking getting
think they went a
it. It's
different route
supposed to
for
be
sure.
a tribute to fucking Chopsaki karate movies
Yeah.
of pop, 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 pop. They've been up front from the start. They're like, yo,
I can
dude, we
respect
try to
it.
make it look like that and have that fucking stiff like Chopsaki fucking feel to it. They've always been upfront about that. I don't know why people are like, it's not like they can't make the game look like Street Fighter or Tekken. They've said from
No,
the start, we
I
want it to
agree.
look different.
Before I started majoring in what I previously majored in college, I was first at graphic design. So a lot of people don't know that, but I was in graphic design. So I'm aware they use different art styles and they use simpler art styles and simpler graphic designs to meet certain styles of fighting, and I get that and I respect that, but it's still a downgrade in my opinion. That shit looks ass. I mean, I
kind of
couldn't
think the
Damn!
game isn't done yet. Excuses
I
get
respect
those
it.
too.
I get what's happening.
I love that ATL will not give up. ATL will not give up. He's like, dog, here's the deal, but it's ass.
not done.
Nah,
He's
I
like,
was
but
not,
dog,
like,
it looks trash.
because I don't want you to
Like
think I don't
every
get
time a game look
like, I
ass,
know what's
it's not
happening,
done yet.
but
I mean, dude, if you don't like the art
people are
style, though,
saying-
I can't get mad if you don't like the
people are
art
saying
style.
the game isn't done yet. Hold on, wait. This is to Anthony Corey, whatever the fuck your name is.
Oh, that's Cassie
you, sir.
Prime.
Oh, Cassie Prime.
No,
No,
we've
that's the
seen
user.
games
But
done
people are
and
saying the
they
game isn't
still not
finished.
been done
If you
yet.
look at the MK11 trailer around this time when it dropped versus the graphics right now, it looks exactly the fucking same. Nothing looks different. So when I say it visually doesn't look as good as MK11, it just doesn't. I don't think it's. Maybe they're gonna do a little tiny, shades and buffs somewhere, but the trailer 4 years
Using
ago for Mortal
Unreal
Kombat, the
5, it
gameplay
that
trailer
pretty quickly.
looks
I don't know,
exactly the same as
man.
MK11 right now.
I'm
So
looking at it and I'm like,
when people
nah,
say the
because
game isn't done, I maybe they're going to get more fluidity in their movement. Maybe they're going to get some other things. I can respect that. But as far as the visual aspect of that game,
I think you just don't like the art style because,
Yeah.
dude, looking at the lighting,
No, I don't.
looking at the particle effects, I'm like, dude, you can't do that shit on a PS4. Like, this game is a next-gen fucking game. Looking at the tech that they had on display, I'm like, look at the hair physics, yo. Like, you can't do that shit on a PS4. They had hair physics like fucking Alice in fucking Wonderland, the fucking game that everybody talks about has the best hair physics. Katana and Melina both had those hair physics running at the same time. That game was a fucking digital technical masterpiece for getting that on one character on screen. And that game got it on two characters on screen. I saw that shit, I was like, damn, this is a technical fucking marvel. And people are like sitting here like, oh man, it looks like MK11, but like they put a fucking rainbow on top of it. And I'm like,
What made it
man,
weird for me is when I was talking about the characters the whole
Can
time,
I ask David
and
a
everybody just kept talking about the background. And I was like,
I mean, if you don't like the style, I respect it. Because I don't like the style of Street Fighter 5.
I'm not talking about what's in the background anymore. I'm talking about the actual
yeah,
game.
but
They were like, no,
I
but
know
look at
they
that
use it-
flamingo.
I know
I'm
they
just-
use like I said, being that I was in graphic designs, I know they use like a simpler game design. I could tell like it's like a simpler style of art being used, and they're using Unreal Engine. If they wanted to make this shit look like fucking, they could have did that, and it's not a doubt.
Well, I
But
think
I
they
know
downgraded a lot of shit to
No.
be able to manage 4 characters on screen at all times. Because
Yes,
Tekken
that's
ran into
why-
that same technical
David.
issue with Tekken
David,
Tag.
how am I tripping? How am I tripping, David? Put me on. How am I tripping?
You tripping because you're saying it's downgraded. I'm like, dude, there are 4 characters with like high quality models going out there, and the assist system, right? Everybody's like, oh man, it's just assist. And I'm like, yo, those characters have entire fucking move sets, right? They're saying it's a push a button in a direction, so we're guaranteed that your assist, your cameo is gonna have 4 moves, right? That's a
The whole
fucking
power
variation.
argument.
That's a
It was just
fucking
like Power, though,
variation.
to be honest.
No, like I said, I can respect the style of art used as far as the graphics.
Well, if you don't
design
like the style, that's different. All right, I can respect not liking the style, but don't say that it's a downgrade.
I think it's in my opinion. I understand the simpler style of art being used. I understand what needs to be taken into consideration to upgrade the game as far as gameplay wise, and as far as the mechanics and everything that they needed to do. And I understand that, but in my opinion, even with those changes, and just visually looking, if you're a casual and you don't understand what I do or understand what you do as far as graphics and things of that nature, it just looks like a downgrade. I'm not speaking from the person that has like.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. On first look, the untrained eye isn't gonna give a shit about that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Your average dude doesn't give a fuck about pickle.
This game.
Yeah.
They probably won't think it's MK if they'll be like, what? And then they'll find out, kind of thing.
I
I've
get
never
that.
played Injustice, but I thought it looked like an Injustice to me. I
get that, but here's the deal. Here's the deal, okay? I get that argument, and if you didn't like MK11 and like didn't like that art style or that direction, because this is MK11 dialed up to 11, right? They took everything in MK11. MK11 was the most colorful fucking game, right? So this game being more colorful, like they just took MK11, they say, yeah, more of that shit, right? Just double whatever you did. If it's an RPG, double the stats, right? And so it's way more colorful. All the complaints you have right now is shit people said about MK11 back when they first announced that. When they first revealed it, everybody's like, what? Scorpion has red fucking highlights and shit? What that red is Ermac. The fuck is Scorpion had a yellow and red? This is too colorful for me.
Though, like
The maps-
definitely 11 definitely look more realistic though. So I know he's like
the
our
map-
style is just different for
The
sure.
maps look crazy. Those maps look crazy. I just like I said, I feel like those maps are like dead. I feel like they try to go. They try to be way too realistic with the maps. And like I said, I like the maps. I'm not saying the maps look bad. When I say it's like a graphic, when I say it's like a graphic decrease, I'm looking specifically at player models on the players.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, everyone keeps talking about the background.
I got you. I got you.
Is like
Nah, hear me.
Yeah, that's beautiful as hell.
Hear me 1 second.
We hear you.
Screenshot.
Hear me. All right.
Screensaver on my computer. Like that background is nice, honestly. But
No, I figured it out. I figured it out. Give me a sec. Okay, they Diablo 3'd Mortal Kombat. That's what the issue is. All right. So you go from Diablo 2, and it was a horror game with horror imagery, and then Diablo 3 was like some cartoony Pixar shit, right? Colorful, had a heaven level, all that shit, right?
Yeah,
and that's what they kind of did. They took Mortal Kombat from horror to like colorful fucking cartoon shit, like some Pixar shit. So I feel you there. They Diablo 3. They Diablo 3 the art style.
It doesn't look like it's. When people think of Mortal Kombat, the first thing I think of when I think of Mortal Kombat, I think of somebody getting their head ripped off and shit like that. People bleeding all over the place and shit. And this game looked like it was made for J-Ro. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks like it's a PG-13.
Oh, they're going after the Fortnite crowd. No, when I think of Mortal Kombat, I'm with you. I think of nighttime stages, right? The pit, right? Exactly. The Deadpool. Everything is dark, right? It's moons and shit.
Now the sun's shining, we got...
Like, I'm saying? We got flowers and shit.
First thing in the morning. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, that fucking Edenian level looked like some fucking... I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey right now. That shit looked like some Assassin's Creed stage, right? Stuff, I was like, yo, dog, I want to climb them trees and look for bitches.
Yeah, even the forest one looks like bright, you know what I'm saying? You saw the forest level on there.
See, I don't hate that. I don't have a problem with
everything. Looks nice, all the like green everywhere. Yeah. This doesn't look like you about to beat up a dude.
That shit just, it's too beautiful for Mortal Kombat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's beautiful for Mortal Kombat.
Those, like, I'm telling you, those backgrounds look like dead or alive backgrounds. Those backgrounds
man. I'll give you that. I
think you guys are missing something very obvious in this. I think that this is intentionally Mortal Kombat 1. They're trying to redefine what people think in Mortal Kombat.
Let them know.
Yeah, but no one really knows what Mortal Kombat 1 was.
I do. I was there. I fucking played that shit day one.
No, that's the point. Like, this will be just Mortal Kombat.
Bro, that over.
I mean, unless you saw Mortal Kombat 1.
I did. I put my coder on the machine, dog. I'm fucking Uncle Grandpa, bitch.
It's like, all right, we don't know if ours were in Mortal Kombat 1 because we were born in 98, It don't really...
Damn, born in 98. Fuck, dog. I gotta sit here and explain Mortal Kombat history and lore to the fucking SpongeBob fucking generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, when Mortal Kombat... When the Dark Magic was written, they said, yay, we will have Rocco's Modern Life.
One thing I will say, though, although the fighting looks much stiffer, it definitely looks more realistic than it did. The fighting looks more realistic. And I feel like realistic isn't always a good thing, though.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
it looks like MK11 to me. And to me, it doesn't look like an upgrade or a downgrade. It looks like MK11, like, because I played the game on PS5, right? It looks the same to me, and I actually like that. I'm like, yo, MK11 is fucking, that is comfortable to me. I think the game looks great. It gets all the information on the screen that a player needs, right? Moves look very unique and distinct. You know how to block and detect and understand and react to everything on the screen and play and fight. And it looks cool, and like I was like, yo, dude, if they did Mortal Kombat 11, like the fucking re-release on PS5, and they just made it look like that, I'm cool with that. And they did. That's what it looks like. It looks like Mortal Kombat 11's fucking PS5 release. That's what it looks like to me, which looks fucking dope, in my opinion.
Basically, whenever I talked about it, all they were saying was like, look at the background, look at the lighting, and I'm like, that looks like. I was like, I don't care about any of that.
I think it looks like Mortal Kombat.
The gameplay looks awesome. That's what also is the major thing, though. You got to care about the gameplay in general.
The gameplay looks so good, right? Like I don't care about the graphics, man.
Yeah. So, when we saw MK11, we were like, that looks better than every game we ever seen. And then this game was basically, that's what everyone's mind was on. They were like, this has to be way better than that.
Exactly.
But then it looks like way different,
It's like I said, just off of, like I said, also.
And they working on a better engine, too, so you're just sitting there like, all right, real engine 5.
Especially how early they gave up on MK11. I expected this game to fucking, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know, man. I feel like this game was built to last, dude. They took the base of MK11 because it was already made, so that way they can fucking give it the support that we wanted from MK11. I think that's why they kind of kept things very, very safe, very MK11-ish, because they were like, yo, dude, MK11 is fucking knocking. Like, people would buy season passes till the end of time, right? So let's build a game using what we already got that works.
Yeah.
You know, let's take what works and let's just build a game that we can add to. Dude, you saw that character select screen. I'm looking for that thing to be fucking like a whole fucking just 1,000 characters and cameos. What are you talking about? It's Young Jacks. Dog, they gave him that Jerry curl. Nah, man, they gave him that big perm.
No, we was talking about Jack. He looked like.
They gave him that big perm.
So fucking ashy, man. I was like, oh no, they did not do the brother like this.
Wait, we said his lips look ashy. He
looked like he was eating powdered donuts before he fucking picked up. Like, that is crazy.
Ain't got any more of them Mortal Kombat trailers. Damn.
He had a box fade.
He had a box fade, dog. He went full Luther, man. I saw that curl. I saw that little swoop. I was like, damn, he went full Luther. He never go full Luther, right?
Nah,
he got,
but
you know what I'm saying? He got that blue magic, right? Or what? That's the shit, right? Blue magic, the coconut grease. Yeah, I know what brothers use, man. I use that same shit.
He said blue magic.
I already, look, I can't add too many complaints. I already pre-ordered it. In fact, I bought the collector's edition. So
nice. You should do an unboxing video. If I could get enough money to pre-order the collector's edition before they cut it off.
I would deadass give you that Liu Kang sculpture. I don't want it. See, my stupid.
I gotta do the unboxing. I'm gonna unbox your video, right? I'm gonna be like, this is ATL's collector's edition.
That sculpture was 3D printed. That's crazy.
This is the thing. My stupid ass. I thought I needed that version to get the beta. But I didn't need that version.
No, you just gotta pre-order to get the beta.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $250? Yo, I don't like Liu Kang that much. Yo, I don't know if that's. I don't think I would make $250 on an unboxing video. Shit, man. I was like.
I was about to dispute that.
Hold on, you got that, ATL?
I wanted to dispute that shit with my bank once I figured out I need to pay that much for that shit just to get the beta. But it's all good. It's
we wasted $250 on that.
I got the, what is that, alternate? I ain't get the...
Lee May.
Well, they're talking about Lee. Hey, Lee May's gonna be dope, dude. If Lee May's in this game, shut the fuck up. Lee May gonna be tight.
Where is she from?
Dog, she from fucking Deadly Alliance. She's the female Liu Kang, right? So in Deadly Alliance, when Liu Kang died, they replaced him with like a new female Liu Kang, and that was Lee May. She basically had Liu Kang's moves, but they were like backwards. So she didn't have a bicycle kick. Yeah. She had bicycle punches. She didn't have like a dash kick or a flying kick. She had like a flying punch.
That's another complaint.
Like,
where was bicycle kick?
Oh, he didn't have bicycle kick. That's right. But you know what? We didn't see. I'm not talking about command lists right now. I'm not talking about that.
Use bicycle kick?
Liu Kang has the fucking helicopter kicks.
Dude, he got the flip kick from fucking Mortal Kombat versus DC. That was the tightest fucking game. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Grabbing Sub-Zero with fucking Shazam and slamming him through a bank is fucking tight to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Now, what I do think they should have did though with this game, I know I seem like I'm just a complainer, but I don't give a fuck.
You are, but that's why we brought you.
I got the right to complain. But
you did pay $250.
I got the right.
What I feel like they should have did though, this cameo shit, it should have been like it looks like they're trying to promote this as like the primary game mode, and that should have been like a secondary. What should have been primary is like a tag team mode where it's like two actual humans as opposed to this cameo bullshit. I'm okay with the cameo.
But see, the thing is, we don't know. They might have a tag mode. We still don't know. And you know what? If we have a tag mode, that's potentially 8 characters on screen. I don't want to hear shit about a graphical downgrade if we got 10 characters in that quality flipping and doing special moves on screen. I don't give a fuck.
You know what? And I'll give that to you. If it's 10 characters on screen doing all that shit, then I'll give it to you. But this is my thing too, though. You know, MK11 had something like that too with the little arguments shit with motherfuckers jumping on screen doing this random shit. It still looked good. So.
Everybody's comparing it to that, and they like making videos. And I'm like, bro, why is it the same?
It's not.
I get
it's not really exactly the same, but you can't. It's like you can't necessarily say. Well, they have 4.
They're like, look at these combos.
On the screen.
Like, this is on an
MK11 basically did the same thing, but it just visually looked better. Probably didn't play better. Probably is not going to play better. I think MK1 is going to play 10 times better, but just as far as how it looked, it didn't look better.
I think it looks great. I like the way it looks. I don't think it looks better. I think it looks the same, but I like that. So I don't know what to say about that. Like I agree that what some people say it looks like MK11, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking dope. I fucking love MK11. I made a whole fucking YouTube about MK11. I'm glad it looks like that shit. Right? So like people that are like, oh, it just looks like MK11. I'm like, all right, man. Like I'm not mad
like,
because
MK11
you know what?
like
I got the game I want, so I'm hyped. I'm sorry you didn't get the game you wanted.
People are going to find something to dislike about this one, though. Like, although, if I rewatched the 11 trailer,
I watched it at least 100 times.
You know, I just rewatched 11 again. I'm talking about 11, like the one that came out like 4 years ago.
Oh, like 11 really.
And if you watch that trailer, that shit looks so fucking basic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I think I seen like one combo. There's like the basic combo that I could give my girlfriend and she would do. But so as far as like combos in the trailer, this one looks 10 times better.
Oh, yeah, dog.
This one actually has combos. Shit like that doesn't exist in that
Bro!
That's so crazy. People saying it looks graphically better, and I'm like, I don't see it.
Y'all got air extensions. Y'all got neutral jump punch. I'm sorry, dog. I'm about to lab the fuck out of this game. This game is about to this is about to be my job. I'm just lap this game and make content. That's my job now. Y'all give me money.
There's gonna be something in this game that people complain and bitch about, just like they did with 11.
Because like I said, bitch about every game. Y'all just said you from 1998, right? That's when you came out your mama's fucking shit, right? I'm saying I came from the world before 1998, and people have been complaining about the same old fucking shit. Super Turbo is one of the greatest fighting games of all time, and people bitched about Super Turbo. I remember I was fucking there. I was putting my quarter down for Super Turbo. I put my quarter down for Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, Badger, you old as hell, bro.
Yeah, man, I am old as hell. But you know what, dog? I don't give a fuck because being old has made me like appreciate how stupid as fuck children are. Right? They are really fucking stupid. So, you know what I'm saying?
25 and I still call J-Ro stupid, so I feel.
Because he is, but so are you, and so am I. So it's all good. But I'm just excited because, like, dog, I saw air conversions. I was like, yo, dude.
Oh, shit, J-Ro's in here. I was talking shit about him the entire fucking time, and I didn't know.
Oh, shit, J-Ro, you in here?
That's crazy.
The point is, everybody's going to buy the game, but, like, you got to have, like, some type of things you're talking about, though. Because, like, obviously, people don't like the graphics because it doesn't look like MK11. I don't know how people keep saying that. It looks less graphical to me as well. So, but at the same time, I see the gameplay and I'm like, I'm playing the shit out of this. So it doesn't really matter at that point.
You're talking like, about the graphics, but you don't know this is NRS. NRS have been making like shit fucking gameplay reveal graphics and then like fully developing them.
That's not the point though. It's not like we're gonna wait till we see it. We're talking about now and what we saw. And they saw that, and we saw that.
Now only matters now. In the future, that shit's gonna stay. You fucking see Wonder Woman in that Injustice 2 reveal trailer? How fucking shit
you talk about shit you ain't seen.
Oh, remember Injustice? Remember Injustice's reveal? How bad that shit looked, and everybody clowned it. And then Injustice 2 actually came out, and everybody's like, "Yo, this actually kind of the tightest game I ever seen."
Yeah,
like I said, I've never played it just for release.
Fucking Scarlet and Sonya, they got so fucking graphically improved on release.
They made Scarlet hot, right? And that's another thing, dude. They brought back sexy. That's the thing I'm so excited for. I saw Katana and Melina, and I was like, dude, I could actually beat off to fucking Rule 34 of this shit, right? No more turtleneck Cassie. No more turtleneck Cassie.
Pause on this, pause, but Johnny Cage had a bigger ass than the rest of the females in the cast.
Man, Johnny Cage is the sex machine. That's literally his call name in the game. You select him, you sex machine. So
you seen all them posts that had Jean-Claude doing the split?
Dude, I can't wait for that shit, Jean-Claude.
Seen all the posts Jean-Claude doing the splits.
Nah, I gotta show you this one picture that was posted in this other Discord.
They had Johnny with the
absolutely wild. Like he was.
Nah, everybody posting that Johnny.
He was like bent over in this other picture, like grabbing something.
Yeah, everybody posting the big butt Johnny, man.
He looked like he had a BBL or something. Like, what the fuck is this?
They said Johnny Cakes, not Johnny Cage. You know?
Everybody about that Johnny booty, man. Dude, I gotta say, every character looks fucking attractive, man. I was happy. I was like, man, no more of this fucking ugly from. Who looks like Sonya look ugly? Hell no. Cellular fun.
No, but that's another thing. MK11 has straight up movie characters.
Yeah, but MK11 put everybody in turtlenecks, man. Like everybody with a fucking X chromosome had a turtleneck. They just issued them out like, oh, you're joining Mortal Kombat. Here's your fucking full bodysuit turtleneck. And I'm like, damn, like, yo, I had to pay extra and fucking grind out a season of Combat League to get this fucking Cassie with a fucking belly button.
Man, that's what I want to talk about too. That grinds.
Right.
Man, bro, I do not
want
to do that again.
What y'all think about that unblock mechanic that they got in this shit?
See, I haven't followed any of the shit going right now.
I didn't really look at it too much. Yeah, I didn't look at it yet.
All right, so let me explain to you what unblock is.
I feel like it's probably just like other games.
Oh, we're getting deep. Let's get deep.
I'm gonna explain to you what the unblock mechanic is real quick.
Do it.
Unblock, you kind of like, so let's say if I'm trying to do a jump in, you could kind of shift your block upwards, and you could get a full combo punish on me for doing an up block on my jump.
Blocking correctly.
But the mind game is I can grab you because the recovery frames are shit, and I can also do a low because the recovery frames are shit.
Okay, so they basically gave you Guilty Gear forward ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, basically. I prefer.
I was thinking that like MK finally got it kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like they basically gave you a Guilty Gear forward one that it's like this is your anti-air and you get a full combo off of it. But if it's not an anti-air, you will fucking die. And that's kind of what it is. And so in Guilty Gear, they didn't make it like an up block move. They made it your forward punch, right? Forward P, and then you would just do a move that had air invincibility only. So, and only for the upper body. So if they empty jump, they could grab you, or if they empty jumped and did a low, you didn't have invincibility on your whole body. It was only your upper body and only for moves from the air. So like there was like projectiles and shit you could do to beat it. So, like, it sounds like that. Like, you have this ability, like, yeah, it's a block, it's not an attack, but it's like, here's what you're going to use as your dedicated anti-air on a hard read anti-air, but if you're wrong, you can get fucked up.
All right, so how do you guys feel about this? They're bringing armored moves back, like MK9.
I don't have a problem with it.
I like it.
What I've seen from Sonic Fox's Twitter, they say that they're just like reversals to get people out of your
They're
face.
basically up threes.
Cool. What's that?
So up threes without like.
Yeah, they're just up threes without like having to have execution to do them. That sounds like all it is.
I don't like that shit.
Well, it's not flawless block though too, or no?
Well, no, because like to do an up three, like you had to either flawless block or you had to pull it off on wake up, and that was a big complaint for MK11. Was that scrub lords that like bought this game to play Scorpion? They can't do that shit. So basically, they're like, okay, well, here's your flawless block move. It's just an armored fucking move. It's a special move instead of having to be a wake up or a flawless block. Here's your up three. It's a fucking armored move that just blows everything up. But from what you're describing to me, it's like a get off me move. So maybe it'll give you a knockdown, but with no advantage, right? You'll knock down at +0, or maybe it'll give you a standing +10 like the up threes do in this game. But yeah, it just sounds like they gave you up threes without the execution or positional requirements. So I don't have a problem with it. Like, if you're getting blown up with that shit, fucking learn to bait. Learn how to fucking backdash.
Yeah.
And the last thing I think was that there's a green flash for fatal blows, so you can't get hit by a random one.
Yo, fatal blows also don't got armor no more. You can hit them out of it.
So what's the point of it?
Yeah.
Combo into it.
Yeah, they're
combo into it or whiff punish.
It's the super.
Yeah, you can also whiff punish.
You have to combo into it. You have to like use it, like as in like do it rather than just press the button and go kind of thing.
Damn.
I don't have a problem with that, man. I don't have a problem with fatal blows and all that. How they are,
because you gotta plan that. You can't just like wake up and do it.
My only concern, here's my concern with fatal blows. Well, hold on. I'm going to take this in a direction you guys aren't even thinking about. My only concern with fatal blows is that we live in the era of Overwatch 2, where they're going to be charging for shit, and like I could see them being like, oh yeah, we got new fatal blow animations, and they're like $1. And it's like, yeah, I am tired of seeing that same fatal blow. I am tired of that. And I'm like, dude, if they start charging for fatal blows, they already might charge for fatalities. And I'm like, you know what? I'll probably buy that shit because I'm thinking I'm a fanboy, right? Yeah, but like, that's my only concern with fatal blows is that like, yo, dude, man, they might start charging us for them. But again, NetherRealm has never done anything to make us believe that. Okay, they've never done anything to give us that impression. So I'm not getting mad yet, but I'm just like, they could do that shit, dude. Overwatch, dude, we used to believe in Blizzard, dog. We used to believe in them. And then they Overwatch 2'd us, man. And I'm just like so scared. Like I'm triggered, man. Every time I think about video games, I'm like, dog, they're gonna Overwatch 2 my Mortal Kombat. They're gonna Overwatch 2 it.
I mean, just look at how they did it in MK11. They basically gave them out for free as long as you were good enough at the game.
Dude, MK11 did perfect monetization for me. I'm not. You know what? Say what you want.
I think like.
Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Absolutely, I think that's like perfect. You got a skin you want, cool. You gotta fucking play and get to the fucking top grade, top rank to get it.
Well, for the Combat League skins, but I'm saying like the like when they released like the fucking movie skins or whatever. No, the Halloween skins, right? Everybody was like, it's not in the season pass, and I'm like, dude, the season pass said what was in it from the start. Like you're gonna get these characters and these skin packs, and that's what costs $40.
Skin. I can't even get it.
Right? So when they released extra skins and everybody bitched, and I was like, dog, they could have just not released this shit at all. I'm sorry you don't have $4. But, like, I'm kind of glad they released extra skins. And so, like, I'm cool with them adding them in Combat League. I'm cool with them adding extra skins outside of the Season Pass. I'm down for 10 Season Passes, right? I love that monetization because there's no bullshit, right? There's no scam or shenanigans. It's like, dude, here's the Season Pass. You're going to have fucking Havoc and fucking The Undertaker and, like, a bunch of fucking weird, Ninja Turtle or whatever, right? They tell you what it is, and then it's $40. And then when they make other shit, like, buy that too or don't.
Fatal blows after combos. I'm just happy because more as in like you actually see them in game more than just like random situations. Like you can finish a combo with one of these good moves. Like you got to build up for it because it's not regen meter anymore. I'm thinking. So or I seen, I guess. But yeah, so
you know what? That would suck. I don't like that if it's not meter regen again. How are they? What is everybody saying about like meter? How it works?
I think it's not meter regen.
It takes 3 bars plus your cameo to be ready to break away. So you have to have 3 bars.
Breaker is basically just you either use this or you're able to do combos.
Oh, that sucks. So they're going back to the MK9, MKX. Like, dude, basically you don't have fucking. Oh, but a breaker costs everything, huh? So, like, in order to do a breaker at all, you can't.
2 bars, I think.
No, they're saying 3 bars and your fucking assist, right? So it costs everything to break, and then you got to build that meter back up. Because I noticed that you start with everything. You start with all your resources, go crazy.
Yeah, you definitely start with everything. Yeah.
So if you get touched and you break.
It's your choice to.
Dude, that basically. No, that's tight, dog. Because they basically deleted breaker. Right? You're basically not going to have, like, you either use breaker right away or you're not going to have it. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, no, think about it this way. You start with all of your resources, and so you have breaker, right? Round 1 fight. If you do one combo with an extension, now you don't have breaker for the rest of the round until you earn that bar back, however it takes. So basically, when they get a touch, they don't have to worry about breaker at all. It removes breaker from the game except for the first hit. But if you use breaker on the first hit, that means you have no meter for the rest of the round until you build that bar back to get like one combo extension. But your next touch won't have an extension.
Like you kind of have to be aggressive and you have to fight. You can't just like do weird shit.
So ass, man. What do you think is ass about the game, John? Put me on.
You can't just stand back zone. You got to build meter somehow. So
well, no, because if zoning builds meter, because that's the concern I have is if they're going to build meter through
if
like
zoning
moves,
builds meter, then that's trash.
Right? If you because that was how it always worked in 9 and 10 is you could whiff, dude. You could whiff normals in fucking MK9 to fuck, dude. Liu Kang got meter from walking. If you knew how to do the fucking stance cancel like my man X
That'd be terrible if you could walk back the whole game.
Yeah, Liu Kang did that.
On the final patch for MK9, they patched that out. Liu Kang was too fucking ridiculous.
Well, they lowered the amount of meter. They didn't remove it. They just lowered it to the point where it wasn't like basically free bar just for walking.
Yeah, so I would think.
Was he the only one that could do that? Was it?
Standing full screen and zoning and like you build meter at the same time. I mean, it's still just the same thing you've been doing.
Well, no, because that's how zoners work. If you can't get around that shit by now, dude, this genre has been around for like 40,
I just mean
years.
hit on block and all that's cool, but like walking backwards, nah.
Right? Right? No, well, the thing is, Liu Kang didn't get it just from walking backwards. He had to stance cancel his backdash. So he did get it from moving backwards, but it wasn't just from walking. However, Liu Kang's movement was the stance cancel from the dash, so basically it was his walk speed. So and Liu Kang was really fast in MK9. If you got fast with that dash cancel, fucking Liu Kang, he moved like super. He basically had a run button with an execution barrier. And it built meter, and meter is what you use to break. So you have characters that could just spam projectiles or spam movement options like that would just get free meter, and then every time you got a touch, they would break away.
Block it or get hit by it, kind of. I'm cool with that, but like walking backwards, gaining meter, that just sounds, no, don't do that.
Dude, but this game fucking basically calls you a bitch for using meter. No, I love this, dog. That's the tightest shit. Because the game basically says, oh, you want to break a combo? You a bitch. Because now you don't have no meter the rest of the fucking round. Like, oh, you want to break my combo? Okay, all right. Beat me with your toothpicks and fucking dental floss for the rest of the fucking round, bitch. Like, the game basically actively calls you a chump for breaking combos because you have to break the combo before you even fucking get a touch. Because if you get a touch, you're going to amplify and you're going to combo. Dude, that's so tight. Yeah, don't get hit. Damn! Dude, it seems like they're making this game the most, like, hardcore. Like, they're making this game to cater to the hardcores, dog. Just from watching that trailer.
Every time, I was like, MK11 was definitely the training wheels to get everybody into the game, and then now MK12 just like, bro, y'all learned already.
Y'all learned, right? Go watch the 10-minute guides, right? And that's what that's the impression I got, is they said that's why they made it so similar to MK11. Is like, okay, you learned, okay, take what you learned and add a homie, right? Now you got a homie. Oh yeah, now you can't break away. Oh yeah, now you gotta manage your meter.
Like, if you really play this game, you better be ready now, because we about to put everything in here.
All right. I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna say my one last piece. I feel like this cameo bullshit is a version of what they could have just did with Tag. Maybe Tag is in the game. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
All that broke up. We didn't hear none of that.
All right, hold on. Wait. Hold on, wait. I got you.
He said...
It was breaking up, dog. I didn't hear that. You said something about Tekken and something else. I don't know, man. It's ATL.
He said,
ATL said he wished that the fucking cameo system was a tag instead.
Who is that?
It was bad on my life. But anyway, like I was saying. So I'm about to leave. Just a couple of last things. So I feel like this cameo shit is a worse version of Tag. Is what they should have did. Maybe it's in the game. Maybe if it's not, that's a major L on their end, in my opinion. They could have just did Tag. And it's not like other games had assists and shit like this too. I feel like they just took other pieces from other games instead of just saying, okay,
I like that.
Just bring some new shit that people don't really got, or like we gonna fix everything else from other games and shit. So that's just my opinion. I'm still gonna buy it. I already bought it, so I can't really complain too much because I already got my money, but I just feel like this cameo shit is like a worse version of what they should have did, which is like just tag assist, if they were going to go this route with anything. Just my personal opinion.
This is tag assist. You tagging your assist.
What? Say that again.
This is tag assist.
No, I'm saying with an actual like partner. Like if me and you want to team up and
the just tag team. We still don't know. We still don't know if they have tag team or not.
That's where I'm at.
I'm just speaking on the trailer because I don't know. My personal opinion, I feel as if that was a game mode, that should have been the main thing you were like, broadcasting. But maybe it is, maybe it's not. If it's not, it's a major L. If it is, then it's probably the biggest W of gaming history, in my opinion. So I'm about to head out.
I mean, if they add tag, we don't know until we see, man. They might add tag.
You said gaming history.
Gaming history. But all right, it was good stopping by. I'm gonna head out. Nice talking to you, boss.
Hey man.
Yeah, man.
Bro, you ass.
See you later.
Nigga, you ass.
Right.
See you later, ATL. Thanks for stopping by. You a clown.
I'm gonna say something. I think this is gonna be controversial. I don't want tagging. I want cameos.
I like cameos. Yeah, cameos are hype to me, dude. I like cameos better than tag. I like the fucking whole assist thing, man. I played TVC, Tatsunoko, and that game kind of had the same shit, but you could tag, but like you just had the one assist. That shit was dope.
I was thinking like tag more as in like a 2v2 where like we can go online and get our like without like how people do it online. Instead we could just have our 2 players on one side, 2 players on this side online. He picked this character, I picked that character. And then we go against the team that we're against. I thought that would have been cool, but yeah. Hey,
somebody said they're doing a live gameplay thing of Mortal Kombat.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to find this live. Somebody said right now they're doing a live review. I'm going to switch over to that shit, but I don't know. Somebody click a link. Somebody put a link or something. I'll pull it up.
I don't see no link.
Some people have already like posted like gameplay videos, like fucking Uncaged Games.
Well, because there's people that are at the Summer Game Fest playing it right now.
Bro, I seen that, bro. I don't know.
I know, like Sonic Fox played it. They like put up like
that was yesterday.
Of, like mechanics and shit, and like they were speaking about how cool Kenshi and Katana were. Because like
Ketchup and Mustard were there too. So it's like a lot of people went to Summerfest, but like. He said live though. He said like right now.
Yeah, somebody said they're doing one right now, but like ain't nobody. Phoenix is saying no, it's not right now. Okay, so then whatever. Back to the topic. What were we talking about? Mortal Kombat 1. But the ATL was like he like hijacked the conversation and then dipped because that's what he do. But he don't like that game. He don't like this game. So you know. I think the game looks fucking dope, dude. I can't fucking wait.
I think it's gonna be like the fucking best MK game to date. It looks amazing. It plays amazing. It looks like it plays amazing.
Right.
Let me just say what I'm saying. Like, I think it's probably gonna be the best game because of gameplay.
Yeah,
I understand. But I'm talking about gameplay. I never was disrespecting the gameplay, but I understand people don't like the way it looks. I get that already. Because it does not look as good as MK11 to me. That's what I'm gonna say right now. So the gameplay looks way better than MK11 to me. That's the thing. That's for real.
Somebody said Warner Play did a link. Hold on, Warner Play did a live gameplay.
I don't know. It just like
30 minutes ago. Send me a link.
Gameplay looks awesome. But graphics wise, MK11 looks crazy good compared.
Dude, for me, like the graphics or whatever, dog. And this is something I was talking about on Reddit, right? Because somebody was talking about how like they were a fan of Eris, the streamer Eris, and I know the guy, right? I've known Eris for like a fucking decade.
I don't know.
Eris, he's a Tekken player, or he was a Tekken player, but now he's just a variety streamer, and he has a lot of fans that don't know that he's like a fucking world champion fighting game player. And so someone was like, holy shit, like seeing that Eris is like actually good at fighting games, like I never knew. And it's like, they're like, he knows so much and like his tutorials and everything are amazing. Like I never had any idea. And I was like, man, that's the beauty of like that's the difference of someone like Eris, like that plays at that high level. Is like they see through the fog of the game, man, and they can explain it. But like from playing with Eris, he taught me how to see through the fog of the game. And now I no longer look at the game the way a casual person does. I look at the game the way a fucking world champion does, right? And so he doesn't look at graphics and all that because like who fucking cares, man? Like I'm not here to fucking look at pictures. I'm here to whoop somebody's ass, right? So like
that's the whole point too, though.
And
people
look
at graphics because you know it's a million more people that don't play like that.
Yeah. Oh shit. There's a link. Oh, we click it.
Yeah,
it's like so many people that don't play like that. So they gotta do the casual thing.
I mean, I get what Badger's saying. Like the first thing I said here, like, oh, I saw Kenshi. He's a fucking puppet character, and that got me hype. The fucking graphics didn't. The goddamn puppet. The fucking overhead low mix-up, the hard-to blockables, that shit, that got me hyped. That shit launched into a full combo, and then fucking Kenshi threw his sword, and yeah, that shit got me hyped.
That was the stuff I was excited about.
In the background.
Right?
Yeah,
people are like, oh, look, it's smoke
I
back
wasn't even
there.
focused on the graphics most of the part. I was just like, this looks slow. This guy's telegraphed. Like, when Kung Lao came on and I saw his move for like 2 seconds, I was like, why is he not punching yet?
And then he did it.
And then he...
Doesn't it feel weird to go back to 9 when he doesn't have the punches and you're like, damn, this feels weird, Kung Lao not punching people 1,000 times.
I wasn't really looking at the graphics. That's what I'm trying to say.
They Kung Lao stole the fucking Takeda back forward too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did. He did the boom.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dude, I wonder if he could launch on Amplify with that. I was reading on Twitter that amplifies are going to work like MK9, so I don't think you can like hit confirm them. I think you have to hit the amplify at the same time and just kind of YOLO amplifies.
They showed that shit in the trailer too. You always do that before the move comes out. Then again, like in the MK11 like gameplay and like stress beta and shit like that, amplify was also before like the move comes out.
So, like, you do still
like,
have
I
a
didn't-
little bit of room to, like, hit confirm, basically? Well, I think it'd be move dependent. I think there are some moves you can hit confirm, some that you can't.
playing
Maybe.
Scorpion until like 3 weeks ago, but when he did that spear with no amplify, I was
Wait, so Scorpion can combo off a spear again without bar?
he literally
Yeah.
pulled him in, didn't do shit, and then comboed off of it. I was like, what? And then put him in the air, and then amplified it. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
See, I wasn't
I mean, you
paying
don't even
attention to
need that
that.
shit, man. Yeah, you don't even
I
need
was
that
like-
shit. You don't even need meter to launch.
Yeah,
got
you
the
don't
fucking
even need to
counter.
go in
Yeah.
the air. It was just like Scorpion had the spear, and he could combo literally just by doing spear. So I was
Dude,
like,
Sub-Zero had
let's
like
go.
a back 2-2, it looked like, right? He just did like a 2-hit uppercut and it launched you meterless.
Yo,
Like, that was
move
just a string.
I was like, let's
Man,
go.
Sub-Zero summons a spine and Cole hits you overhead and then launches you.
Right?
That shit's
I
dope.
was like,
Right?
yeah, it's
I was like, dude, they
yeah.
brought back launching strings? Dude, strings that launch meterless at MK9. That was one of the funnest part of MK9, was like mixing strings with launchers, with fucking combo extenders, like special moves and
Yo,
shit.
we didn't even see a teleport from Scorpion yet, too. So I'm even fascinated by that now.
Hey, we saw Raiden's teleport was fast as fuck.
Different launchers. Yeah, if you saw like 3 different launchers from Scorpion and none of them was teleport.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, what's the teleport like? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he did kind of have that teleport where he like jumped into the ground and then like came up again.
No,
So maybe he'll be like that.
that's fucking human dash.
That looked like a finisher though, like a
Yeah, that's a
that didn't look
combo
like no.
ender.
Wasn't that his
Yeah.
finisher in like Injustice or something? I remember there was one where he like ducked underground and like dashed on the ground like before doing the fatality. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Whatever. I don't play Scorpion like that, man. I
You know
really
what that
don't.
move reminds me of? Yo, you know what that move reminds me of? Reptile's dash.
Oh, if Reptile, I have a feeling that Reptile's back, dude. I think
Oh,
it's
he is
time.
back.
Man,
I already know.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I
It's
can't.
impossible.
He was the
Right?
most requested character for MK11 once Molina released. Surely he's gonna get added.
Hey, that link y'all sent me ain't working. Like, it don't work at all.
Scorpion, man, I've been like a Scorpion main since forever, before Kodo, I guess. But like since MK1, and I stopped playing them in MK11 because it was just randomly weird. Because I liked them in DC, I liked them in MK9, and then all of a sudden they took away everything I liked in MK11. So I was like, what?
Man, Scorpion
hope
was
he's
my
a-
dude when I was 12, and then I grew up.
And
Like, once I
I was
found
like,
out that,
listen,
like, Scorpion was, like, the favorite character of the most irritating people on the planet, I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
never
that's-
gonna main this guy. Never, ever.
he's one of those, like, as long as you live, the hero, like,
Right.
what is that shit term?
Right?
You're the
As
villain
long as
now.
you live the villain or whatever.
Yeah. Scorpion
Right?
is that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
the hero for too long, and now you're the villain, you know?
Exactly. Like, for me, like, I don't know, man. Like, Scorpion is
E a
just...
gente veio aqui te convencer que a
Oh,
melhor
what the
ideia
fuck?
do
Hold on,
mundo
shut
se
the
inscrever
fuck
no
up. I'm trying to find that link that you guys are talking about with the fucking Mortal Kombat footage. And yeah, you guys just
Because I've
sent me
never
some...
been a Sub-Zero, like,
Mexican
ever.
shit.
Crazy.
Y'all sent me some, like, Mexican fucking... What the hell is this shit? Man, somebody get me a real link. I can't understand that
That's
shit.
Scorpion.
No.
That
it is
Scorpion
legit, like,
tag,
fucking,
though? I
Spanish.
don't know what's going on with that. That might be crazy.
Dude, I like how the fucking cameos are gonna have like different versions, right? People are talking about how Kung Lao doesn't have his hat, but his cameo does. So it's like the cameo will be
Yeah.
great Kung Lao. Like, that shit's sick. That shit's sick to me. I'm
No,
Oh,
sorry.
shit,
man,
yeah, that's
no. Kung Lao has his hat. We see in like later on when he's fighting like fucking Johnny Cage, he has his hat. It's just
Yeah,
like
but
that
is it
one
a
part. It's
different
probably
Kung
the
Lao?
story.
Nah, but is that a different Kung Lao?
No, yeah, it could be. That's what I'm
same
saying.
moves
Like,
and everything.
No, I think that's
He
just
had
like
the
a
same
story
moves.
mode type
I
thing.
think
No, because they're gonna have
Yeah,
characters.
obviously,
So the cameo isn't the same as the playable character, right? So it's not like, oh, you can have two Scorpions, and it's not that they're gonna have. I don't know if they're gonna have
like
alternate
the older
dimension
Scorpion,
ones,
right?
right? It's not like there's two different Scorpions in the timeline. There's only one Scorpion now, so it's either gonna be like an alternate, like the cameo
Like an
character
MK3
is either
Scorpion or
gonna be
something.
an alternate reality or like another another. Like Scorpion isn't
That's
who
what
we
I was
think he
thinking.
is.
Yeah.
He's not going to be Hanzo Hazashi. They already said that he's Sub-Zero's blood brother now. So like, is he Bihan?
Yeah.
Is he Kuai Lang? Or is he somebody else? Or Sub-Zero and Scorpion 2 different people entirely? We don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard to tell.
Like on the reveal, the Kung Lao that came in for the assist was like, did the spin. He was way different than Kung Lao that was actually in the game. So it's like, I think they've just, all the cameos could be old school characters. Like you said, he was like, just pay homage to the classics. And yeah, they just got their moves that like we don't know about, or whoever knows about them, and they just assist, and then the older version.
Right? Like, yo, man, like. I'm
so like
hyped
MK3 Scorpion can come out, MK1 Scorpion can come out with only this.
The only thing is they've already said they're gonna have skins for the cameos, and I'm like, all right, how toxic are we getting with this? How bad are cameo skins gonna be? Because like, yo, man, are we gonna have like fucking DOA levels of fucking cameo skins to buy? Because I'm gonna buy them, right? But it's like, yeah, if you want all the skins, it's $1,000. It's like, fuck, man. How many YouTube videos is that gonna be?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shit going on for real. I think it's just gonna be like, remember we was talking about like how they should just like keep going with the characters, and this one game should be the only game, and they just keep adding people.
Yeah, like what Overwatch was supposed to be till it got shitty. Like, don't make it free to play. Like, make it still cost $60, like to gatekeep.
Yeah, but
everybody.
you gotta keep playing the game, and then you just continuously add more things and more upgrades.
You know,
Overwatch is still like playable.
I'll be honest, I think that like fighting games should start doing that shit. They release one game, and that's the game. That's the fucking game of the decade. You add like a new character every like 3 months.
Yeah, and then
the game needs to be good for that
maybe
long.
like 6 months. Let's say Mortal
like this
Kombat
game
looks
looks like
game. For like 6 months, we get Ermac, full character. 6 months later, another ninja. Let's say Tanya.
Next thing you know, we got like a 200 roster or some shit.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Turn it into League of Legends. My thing is though, it can't be free to play, dude. My big thing is it can't be free to play because like the price.
This is already not. So.
Well, it's not, but I'm saying like I don't want it to ever go free to play either because I believe that having a price at least gatekeeps fucking bad elements, right? Like at least having to pay like even if it were on Steam sale, right, for $15.
Like you gotta
like
care about the game.
$15 at least keeps you from like spamming like fucking like Twink accounts and Smurf accounts, right? People do that shit. Like people just go in and hack and not give a fuck because it's like whatever. I get banned, I don't give a shit. When it's free to play, getting banned carries no like merit. It carries no weight.
You're not gonna spend money.
Yeah, I feel like at least
on something you don't want to play.
Yeah, at least a price makes it like, and especially out the gates, right? Somebody that plays Mortal Kombat 1 day one that spends $70 wants to fucking play that game and is probably not going to be an asshole and do shit to get themselves banned or hated by the community. Whereas if the game is free, like who gives a fuck, dude? I'm going to get in there and I'm going to be an asshole. There are people that just want to see the world burn, and like I feel like free to play just assumes that like bad guys don't exist.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
They can do whatever they want and hop back on the game.
Fucking League of Legends, I think they should like charge like $4 a character. Like I know at the end of the like decade-long fucking run, that the game's gonna be like the most expensive shit ever. You gotta, if you want to compete, you're gonna have to spend $500.
No, but I can see them just doing
like
seasons.
The game, you're not gonna spend money though.
Because they could do like Street Fighter and be like, yo, this is fucking arcade edition with seasons 1 through 5. Right? They could do that shit. Okay, you know, arcade editions on sale for $15. So basically you can get seasons 1 through 5 for $15. And they're coming out with season 6 next month, right? They do that shit with all other fucking games where it's like all the old shit is going to be fucking discounted, super cheap. And then we're going to release the new fucking expansion, right? Like Warcraft, World of Warcraft. It's like, oh yeah, you could get vanilla, like base Warcraft with the laxed expansion for $20, but the next expansion is going to be $40. They could do that. Say, give you the full package of all the seasons up to now before the release of the new season.
What do y'all think about the generational gap thing, like on the game? I mean, like, do you think they're going to have like the younger characters that came later in the game? Just think it's going to be just all classic.
Oh, the combat kids? I don't care either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have no attachment to them.
I don't know if they're going to like, I don't know
if they're restarting
like,
it, they're going to restart with the older characters.
Yeah, but like, do you think they're gonna just add like because of timeline situations, just like, oh yeah, we can bring anybody in?
They're gonna do it in the later game. I don't think they're gonna
leaks
do it
and
right
shit
now since
on
they
here?
reboot all of it.
Because
No,
like
I,
Ermac should
honestly,
be young, Smoke is young, all that stuff. I mean, Smoke is not like the
From-
classic. He came later for sure. So
well, from what I'm gathering with the story of the game, right, is that it seems like Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, both the endings are canon, and so the first couple of like chapters are going to be like killing Shang Tsung, and then now that Shang Tsung is gone, because I imagine Shang Tsung's story involvement will be minimal. Because he's the pre-order character, so they're not going to make him the main villain. People would lose their shit if you had to fucking pre-order for the main villain, right? So whoever the main villain is like going to be something else. But the whole story, to me, it seems like Liu Kang, after beating Shang Tsung, starts going and resetting the time over and over to like create his perfect timeline, and it just never works out. So he starts doing the Kronika thing and recruits his own team to like go throughout timelines and create the perfect time. And Liu Kang basically becomes the new Kronika. And like all the characters that he's recruiting, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, that's going to be basically the mirror of MK11, like Kronika grabbing, you know, Sector
he can
and
bring
Kano.
anybody.
Yeah, because he can get
should do all
anybody
of
through
that just from
time.
the trailer.
So like
Yeah,
he's going to
so
be
it's
getting...
like-
Well, no, because you see in the first trailer, it shows like Great Kung Lao and Raiden in like ancient times, but in the modern trailer, or in the recent trailer, Kung Lao has a hoodie, right? So it's like, obviously it's not ancient times, but it really gives you the implications that they fight in ancient times. So I imagine ancient times are going to be a part of it, and Shang Tsung is at least going to be in the beginning. And Mortal Kombat always does the red herring for their story, right? For Mortal Kombat 9, the red herring was like, oh, we're going to be whatever happens after Armageddon with an entirely new Mortal Kombat universe. Oh, wait, nope. They fucking wiped that shit away in the first 10 minutes and said, nah, we're going back in time and rebooting, right? And then MKX comes out, and MK9 ends with them saying, yeah, okay, we redid Mortal Kombat Trilogy. We're going to do Mortal Kombat 4 now. And then X comes out and does a red herring and says, nope. We're going to do MK4 for like the first 10 minutes, and then we're going into this like whole other story that leads to Dark Raiden. And then MK11 comes out, and MKX ended with Dark Raiden and the fucking civil war with NetherRealm. And you think that's what it's about. And the game comes out, and they're like, Dark Raiden. Yeah, Dark Raiden and the NetherRealm civil war. Yeah, that's just the first 10 minutes. We sort that out in the first 10 minutes, and we move on to an entirely new story with Kronika. So I'm expecting MK1 is going to do the same thing. MK11 ended with fucking Shang Tsung now and Liu Kang, both the Time Lords. And that's going to get resolved in the first 10 minutes. And yeah, that's the red herring. There's actually another villain and another story. That's the actual story. Ha ha, you got swerved. And that's where I see MK1's story being. Just based off the trailers and what they've given us so far.
You got that much of just a trailer?
Because no, I got that much off of fucking playing their games for 10 years and them doing the same pattern.
Oh, I forgot you're old, my bad.
I'm old. Motherfucker, MK9 came out when you were alive. So, like, yeah, granted, you didn't have hair on your nuts, but that doesn't make you, like, too young to have experienced MK9.
I did play, I just don't got,
You don't have
no, I forgot what I was going to say.
You don't even remember what he's going to say, man. But I think that's where the story's going to go. I from the trailers, that everything is just a red herring, and that the story we think it isn't what the story is at all. And that the story's going to resolve everything. All the questions we have, they're either going to be resolved in the first 10 minutes or glossed over, right? Like they fucking, oh, what is Dark Raiden up to? Yeah, we don't fucking care. We'll gloss over it. He's dead. And now we have good Raiden back for MK11. So yeah, I think they'll do some shit like that. Like Shang Tsung just like gets fucking wiped from fucking time in like the first 10 minutes. And it's like, yeah, Shang Tsung is here. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, the real villain is fucking Liu Kronika or whatever new villain it is. Onaga, yeah, somebody in chat saying Onaga. What's up, Miracle? Right? I'd be cool with Onaga. I'd be cool with Onaga being the big bad of this game. I fucks with
Who's that? Oh, is that one big dude, right?
Onaga's the Dragon King from
Onaga's
Deception.
the Dragon King, bro.
Deception.
Is a big guy. Like,
yeah, they're all big. They always have a big guy as the boss. That's why 11 was so different, because it was like a little fucking woman, but she floated, so her hitbox was still big. Like, she still had a big hitbox because she was floating. Like, Lowe's still hit her from, like, you know, floating out the sky. So she was still a big character, even though she was a little woman, sort of. Right? Hit big hitbox. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do like after this Time Lord stuff. I don't have any idea, and I'm not speculating. People are speculating. I'm like, why? Why not just like be surprised and have fun? You know, like that's my thing. Is like, why not just be like, oh, this is tight. Like, how fun. I did not know that was gonna happen. I was surprised.
I don't know, man. The story, it's never gonna go the way you expect, especially like NRS. At the end of the day, I feel like none of us played this game for like the fucking story. We all here for like the gameplay, right?
Pretty much. Well, no, I'm here for all of it, dude. I love Mortal Kombat all around. Like, I love the lore. I love that the lore is wacky as fuck, and like kind of like you really have to suspend disbelief for a lot of that shit. But I like that the lore is so like deep. Dude, like, they're using story threads and shit that they hinted at in, like, Mortal Kombat 1 when I was a kid. You know, like, when I played Deception and, like, they revealed that Noob Saibot was classic Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, like, that fucking blew my fucking mind, right? Because that was a mystery that we had been sitting on since Trilogy. And if you, like, now in the age of YouTube, you play Mortal Kombat Trilogy and then you can pull up a YouTube video for Deception in 5 minutes. So a new person getting into Mortal Kombat now, but for me, like, we're talking about fucking years between then, right? They hinted that classic Sub-Zero was something, and all of us, for the longest time, were like, oh, he's non-canon, right? Trilogy was, like, not a canon game, or he was not a canon character, and it's like, no, MK Trilogy is a canon game, and that was Noob Saibot, and, like, oh, that's shit, and they had all this story. Yeah, man, that was mind-blowing to think that they thought of that shit and set that shit up, like, over a decade ago. Like, that, I don't know, man. Like, MK's lore is pretty tight to me because of that. MK actually cares about it.
Too much.
About to be out of here. Glad to talk to y'all again and all that great stuff. Great podcast. Love y'all, man.
Right. Thanks for stopping by.
See you around.
See you later, Mr. Ponies. We are coming up. We are coming up on an hour, which is usually the podcast time. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Can't
Play
wait
the
to
game,
do this.
and I'm gonna beat y'all ass. And Caramelized Pony, tweet me when you can. You know what I'm saying?
You suck, bro.
Yeah, you suck too, bro. Peace.
You can't even beat. I mean, you rage quit like only every match, but it's cool.
I can't wait for you guys to start talking all kinds of shit. I'm SoCalHoneyBadger. This is the first episode of the new Kombat Pack PodKast. That was J-Ro, ATL, Cabalin, and Caramelized Pony in no particular order. Maybe they'll be back for the next podcast. I know there's going to be a lot of content coming. And keep your eyes tuned to all of my fucking links and shit. And I'll like, comment, subscribe!
Hey, so, if you follow YouTube enough, you know that they like to put weird stuff all over the screen for the last 30 seconds. So this is gonna fill that space. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably right there and there. All over the place right now. Yeah, go ahead and click that stuff if you want. And that's 30 seconds.